Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Calm Down Level Up. Today we're here again, once again, in the Iron Curtain mod. I wasn't quite done with this one. I really like this mod and how there's a lot going on in it. My game that we were trying to run, a game from 1960 to 2000, the save ended up getting corrupted. I just wasn't quite finished off with this mod yet. So we're going to do a couple more videos with this. First off, we're going to watch what if World War III erupted in 1949, because there's a cool 1949 start date. Now the event doesn't really matter, but something happens in the year 1949 that just kicks off the Warsaw Pact invading westward, and the Allies have to figure out what they're gonna do. Now NATO is yellow right now because I think Belgium actually owns the faction, but most members are majors, so if Belgium capitulates, I don't think it'll end the whole war. I do have some other fun mods on as well, so other cool things might happen, like various other wars. But here they are, boys. The East is invading the West. We'll probably have to let it sit and let everything be called into the wars for a little while. Greece just finished their civil war with the communists that were invading from the north. I didn't even really know that was a thing, but I guess it was. Now it is going pretty slow because the Allies just keep calling in more and more puppets that they have. They'll never stop calling in all these crazy amount of puppets that they own. So the Americans are arriving now, so the Western troops are going to have a little bit easier of a time. I don't know why the Netherlands didn't join. The Soviets actually have also just entered Italy for the first time, as well as being very close to finishing off Western Germany. France is now under threat of being occupied again. While that war is going on, we also have the Chinese Civil War that's still raging. East Turkestan is actually still alive up in the corner, and the People's Republic of China is raging through. In fact, Asia as a whole is kind of at war because the Indonesian islands are also sort of erupting into war. We have Republic of Indonesia, the Dutch East Indies, and we also have the Islamic State of Indonesia all fighting for control over these islands. We have the Democratic Republic of Vietnam and the State of Vietnam, the French puppets and stuff. They're all fighting. We have the People's Republic of China and the Republic of China fighting it off. We'll probably also see Republic of Korea and North Korea get into the Korean War pretty soon. People's Democratic Republic of Malaya was just annexed by the Federation of Malaya, so we probably won't see an extension of Warsaw Pact in Malaya. It's got to be said the Soviets were moving pretty quick in the beginning, but it does seem that they've been held back a bit. They have not advanced into France as much as I would have thought that they would have at this point. There's also a few little naval invasions up here in Königsberg and northern Poland. Although when I do look at the ground, and the Netherlands just capitulated, I do see that the Soviet divisions have... Most of them are tanks, by the way, and they're very, very equipped, whereas the Western divisions are suffering quite a bit. There goes Belgium as well. The Allied armies were just not ready at all, in this mod at least, and there was a big encirclement there. The Soviets just had way more equipment left over from the war. I think the French have some debuffs in their national spirits right now, and I don't think the Americans really had the numbers to get over there and defend Europe from falling. America only has 48 divisions in 1949. As of current, the Western Germany's government is currently in this island. Heligoland is what it looks like to me. That might be pronounced wrong, probably, just like everything else. Also the French, yep, they're dying. The Paris fell quite a little while ago, and now southern France is falling. They're taking a little while longer to actually enter Italy, but the French are dying quite a bit quicker. Europe's forces, or at least what remain of them, are now hiding out in the British Isles because that's the only place that they can really survive. Looks like there's Norwegians here, there's a lot of Americans, some British. There's still French fighting in France. Oh, well, I guess they're all gone. Italy will probably be next. There's still quite a lot of divisions actually fighting here. Portugal is quite a safe spot unless the Soviets want to invade Spain, the last fascist country in the entire continent. It looks like the Americans and British are sort of planning a D-Day, except they just don't have the number count for it. If they swept in right now, they could probably capture quite a bit of Europe back, but when the Soviet divisions arrive to push them back out, it'll probably be hopeless. If they were going to do it, they should probably do it now while the Soviets are distracted down in Italy. As you can see, the Soviet army is down here, all of it in its whole glory, down here invading Italy. And Italy can't do anything about it. They're being very slow for some reason, I don't know why, but they're just taking forever to actually invade this place. Checking the casualties, Wow, we actually already have almost 1 million for NATO. That's incredible. And apparently they have 236 divisions. I'm not sure where all those divisions are. The Comintern, or the common form, has 139 to 245, so it should be pretty even. And the Comintern also have, oh, it's racing up right now, about half of the casualties that NATO has, but it's still quite heavy at 560,000. India and Pakistan are both in NATO, and I think they have quite a few divisions themselves. So that could be where a lot of the divisions are coming from in that number. Oh, I see. There's a huge fighting force over here fighting the communists in Vietnam. The Vietnam War has already erupted. The Democratic Republic of Vietnam controls actually all of Laos and Cambodia. Islamic State of Indonesia, though, has been annexed, and Republic of Indonesia took one state. Whoa! Look at Senegal! I didn't realize Senegal. So Senegal got released, but it's just massive? Maybe Senegal gets ripped apart eventually. Here come the little D-Day invasions from the Allies. They've landed in the Netherlands and Belgium and France. So we'll have to see if this actually does any damage. There's even more coming, British and Americans. These guys are probably just going to get encircled and killed off, which is the sad part. But yes, here come more Americans and British. Republic of the Congo. You're one big boy, aren't you? Oh, and I didn't even realize the Soviets navally invaded through Algeria? How did they come to control all this? Did this capitulate to them when the French capitulated or something? I think it did. So the Soviets, if they really want to win here, are going to have to get some troops to Algeria and invade the rest of North Africa. And the landings failed. I'm not sure how many divisions the United States and England lost out of that. And the UK lost out of that. But they did lose a few, at least. Apparently the Soviets were able to land in Greenland and take the majority of the island. I guess the one bad thing about this mod is that it is really laggy. I mean, not just that I have this massive war going on, but even if you're just doing small things, the game takes a long time to load due to how many events are always happening in the game at one time. All the events happening in Asia slow the rest of the game down, and all of the events that the game is trying to process all of these events all the time as well, like down in Africa with the decolonization. It really slows the game down, which kind of sucks, but it's really fun. Like, as you can see, we are on 5 speed right now, and it's actually going a little bit faster than it was. I don't understand why the Soviets are taking such a long time to invade Italy. They're not prioritizing it with their troops, they're only putting like a few divisions on at a time. It seems like most of their army is over here on the Yugoslav border, which is very odd. Yugoslavia is, though, justifying against the free territory of Trieste. The city right here that eventually rejoins Italy, I guess, except possibly not if Yugoslavia takes it over. And rest in peace, Republic of China, although you are still alive over here in Taiwan, so good for you. Are these more D-Days I see? Yes, and they're actually well-equipped American divisions that have landed this time. Not too many of them, though. When they start spreading out, all is lost, most likely, and they're leaving. Of course they are. Are they going to go over here, or are they just going to go back home? Brittany isn't a bad spot to actually invade from, to be honest. It's kind of secure because they can't really flank them. The Soviets won't really be able to flank them. But what is this massive peace conference? What's going on here? I guess the West has died? Okay, so the Soviet Union took one state. What did they take? It's going to be impossible to find. It's just somewhere in the planet. No way we're going to know what that was. Andorra, Kampuchea was puppeted, Morocco, Tunisia, Cameroons, the Breton Commune, wow, so Brittany is independent now, France, Austria, Madagascar, and Algeria were all puppeted. So this is what the common form looks like now. I'm not sure why there was a peace deal with France. It's kind of strange on why that happened so quick. Oh, look at this. Oh, here's the Saarland. Okay. I always forget that that's what that is. I remember that now. That's like a little piece of territory that gets occupied by the French sometimes. People's Republic of Algeria actually does now have Soviet divisions in it, and the French Commune is here. Senegal at war with them? Yes, Senegal is now the leader of the free world, boys. Well, if the Soviets can just declare victory like that, then I guess the war's kinda over. They haven't finished off Italy yet, but at this rate, it's going to be like 50 years before they finish off Italy. This has been pretty fun, and I think I want to try to do the same thing, except with the 1960 start date. So we'll have a World War III in 1949 and a World War III in 1960. Anyways, boys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys are new. Tell me the suggestions you guys would like to see as videos in the comments below. I've got quite a few ideas coming through for fun stuff. And I've said in my previous video that there's going to be some new kind of videos coming out soon as well, and I'm sure you guys will like those. But I'll see you guys all next time. I'll leave you guys off with a quick little time lapse to see if anything else finishes up. I think Italy just capitulated there. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.